Hi guys, in today's video we are going to paint this beautiful painting in simple 3 steps. So let's get started. And now let's see the requirements of this painting. And now let's paint the first step. So in the first step we are going to cover the background. So I have been mixing the color black and white to have this grey shade, and I am mixing the color magenta to the grey to have this beautiful pink shade, and also I'm applying a little bit of purple to make the color even more saturated, and I am applying this color on the top of the canvas. So in the middle of the canvas we need a very light shade of pink, so I have been mixing the color white to it. So when we go towards the middle of the canvas we need more white. And this painting is so special to me because some of my followers suggest me to paint this, and I really love this painting and I hope they also like this painting. Here you can see I am using my makeup brush to cover the background. If you don't have makeup brush, you can use any large flat brush you have. It also gives you the same results. Also, in the bottom of the canvas we need a dark shade of pink, so I mix the color pink and black to have this dark shade of pink. And once the background is dry, let's move to the second step, that is the tree and the reflection. So I am using my flat brush to paint this tree. Before we paint the tree we need a ground, so I first painted the ground and then I am painting the tree. Once we finish painting the branches, let's paint the leaves of the trees. To paint that, I decided to tie the earbud stick together with a rubber band like this and just tip the paint and just use it directly on the canvas like this. Just tip the paint on the canvas. There are several techniques in the internet to paint the branches or leaves, but I find this technique is quite fun, so I decided to do this. And if you don't have earbud stick, then you can also use your regular flat brush or any old brush to have this leaves effect, and I hope they also give the same result. And you can see now we are using the color magenta, and once the layer is completely dry and we can move to the next layer and we can mix the color magenta and white to have a very light shade of magenta, and later we can apply the second layer on the first layer. So always remember the previous layer must dry completely so you can apply the second layer without any disturbance. We have to wait to apply the third layer on this tree. So before that we can add some little detail on the tree. So I am just painting some branches, and I'm using my lining brush. Now let's add some detail on the trunk. So I am using the color yellow ochre to have this little detail on this tree. And now let's add some rocks on this ground. Once we finish painting the rocks, let's paint some grass near the tree, and I am using the same liner brush to paint the grass. And now let's add the third layer as the second layer is completely dry. So I am using my liner brush to have this third layer, and I am just dipping the paint on the canvas. So we need to apply some white color on the top of the previous two layers. And now let's paint the reflection of the tree. So to paint the reflection of the tree, one point you have to keep in your mind, that is you have to paint the strokes on the water surface or in like horizontal lines. So don't use any vertical lines while painting the reflection of the water. So just paint the horizontal lines, and we don't need the exact shape of the tree. We just need a little bit detail of the tree. So once you paint the branches like this, then let's add some dark shade of pink. And you can see I am not using the same method we used earlier to paint the reflection on the water. So I am just applying the dark shade of pink, and later I am applying the light shade of pink. And now I am going to add a little bit of detail, just white lines on this water surface to indicate the reflection of the tree in the water. So in the last step, that is the boat and the reflection, now we are painting the boat. If you find my tutorials are easy and helpful, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also follow me in my Instagram to know the regular updates. After almost 2 hours of painting, we finally finished this beautiful cherry blossom painting, and I really love this painting, and I have to thank you everyone who asked me to paint this beautiful painting, and I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting. Until then, have fun with colors.